Just into our newsroom, we're also learning new details about a deadly officer-involved shooting. Officers responded to a shots fired call just after midnight along Wanda Drive. That's just west of Lake Ray Hubbard. While they were responding, officers say an armed suspect started shooting at police. Our Tiffany Liu has been speaking with investigators about the chain of events. Tiffany, is there still an active crime scene there in Garland?
Well, yeah, Dia, police have been there all day, throughout the night, into this morning, this afternoon, and I'll tell you why it's been such a crazy day for them, because there were so many scenes. The police chief, the press conference actually just ended about 30 minutes ago. The police chief told us that they were looking at 3 different scenes, 2 shooting scenes, and this thing spanned across 2 hours. So I want to show you some video from the scene that we were at earlier. It was actually the final scene where it all ended. We saw so many yellow evidence markers on the ground on West Wanda Drive. From our point of view behind the caution tape, we saw the numbers go as high as 98. That means at least 98 pieces of evidence that police are looking at, likely more. So I asked the police chief, and he said more than 100 gunshots were fired between the suspect and 8 police officers. It explains why detectives have been on scene for so long today. Well, neighbors tell us it all started around 10 o'clock last night. They say people were barbecuing before shots were fired, before the chaos began. Garland police got the call, however, just after midnight, and during that 911 call, they heard at least 10 shots fired in the background of that call. As soon as an officer arrived on scene, the suspect shot the officer while he was still in his patrol unit, and that officer was able to retreat and get to a safe location. Now, police tell us other officers returned fire, shooting and killing the suspect. We now know the suspect was 23-year-old Bernardo Mares Jr.
I'm thankful that I'm here giving this. You know, it's horrible for Mr. Maris's family. I know they're dealing with the loss, but I am thankful that we're not burying a Garland police officer. But my thought is we were lucky, and you can also.
And the chief told us that his injured officer is still at the hospital recovering right now. He was able to visit him this morning. He says he's in good spirits. And I'll tell you what we know about the officer. We know that he's been on the Garland Police Department for 1 year. He's only been on patrol for about a year as well, so relatively new to the department and to law enforcement patrolling. And again, like the chief mentioned, he's just grateful he's not announcing funerals today and that his officer is going to be okay. Let's send it back to you in the studio, Dia.